What's up, fellow gamers? Phreak here. Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Nights Flashpoint. This is definitely a bit of a jump cut. I recorded an episode last night, and my computer crashed near the end of it, which corrupted the recording. We ran a battle strike. It went fine. Leveled some people up. We got our Vanguard her first mission, but we started this dialogue to progress the story forward, and my computer crashed. So this is where the autosave picked up. Because it's Chrome, because it's Iron Man, I do not have old saves. I cannot go back, replay the mission, or show you what went on or anything else. Sorry about that, but we'll go through this, and then there are timestamps below. If you want to skip to the mission start, there will be a timestamp for mission start. Feel free to skip forward. But otherwise, I'm going to have to do the base management at the start of the episode instead of at the end because of the crash, and I didn't want to leave a bunch of stuff out of this Let's Play series, this specific one. So sorry for that. Again, skip forward if you want. There will be a mission during this recording. Anyway, yeah, so the Heartbreak Rush job we did a couple episodes ago. The hacker whose life we ruined, well, she's not doing very well. Citizenship is part of being in a corp, of course, in this game's lore, and so, well, she's now getting kind of screwed over. And so we're answering for her, right? We're playing her side of the dialogue. Like, we're not always a Cyber Knight. We actually can play most of the characters in dialogue in our game. So you have a choice of how your face wants to talk about this one. You'd be like, well, I'm being cold and calculating, she's a good hacker, or hey, look, I was in a similar position and you took me in, or help me out, come on. So she's doing some financial scams for a criminal syndicate because, again, she can't work in a corp. And so 7 Dragons is the squad. And because our barracks isn't done, we have the money. But I want to delay when I can, just to make the money. So this means, by the way, we'll need to go ahead and upgrade our barracks. Right, money is a little bit tight, and our barracks is full right now, which is kind of the tough thing here. So yeah, what we did, by the way, right, is we sent our Vanguard to the mission. She became named Hades, so congratulations. Here is your XP that you gained. Good for you. We threw our hacker in to get treated for his wound, so he's progressing on this one right now. Our gunslinger leveled up, but ultimately what I want is this plus move point increase here. So I need to wait till he levels up again to get more, but then afterwards we can get the recharge and whatnot. I don't actually remember if level 12 is 1 or 2 skill points. If I knew it was 2 skill points, I just grabbed this and then I would have 2 points for next time, but I don't know, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Otherwise, our Cyber Knight leveled up. We gave him increased radius on Downer, bringing it up to 18 eventually next level. I think it's going to be a pretty big deal. 10 evasion, 25 crit is a pretty nice thing to splash on enemy units, and so I think there's just value in making this really strong. Also, keep in mind I'm at my talent limit at level 11, so I can't even go towards anything else anyway. I might eventually run all the way over to get ult pump and juice it out once I'm done with atomic stutter and stuff, but for now I'm just kind of stuck here. And I think that's pretty much it. I think those people who leveled up. So that's kind of the rundown on the base so far. We're progressing our detoxing. We are progressing Saucy in the trainer. This dialogue is due in 12 days. So we can spend the 20k and then, try to bump her. So let's go ahead and start the barracks. The one unfortunate downside here is we go and look at all of our hackers. So every single person pretty much has some kind. I guess he doesn't as much. Interestingly enough, Dade isn't incredibly strongly skewed toward being a hacker. He just has pretty high tech and has decent reaction. That's actually solid. That's just, you can build a class out of that, a combat class out of that. So sure, minus HP is not great for combat class, but whatever. Ignore up to 1 recoil because he's calm. Actually useful combat talent, right? And then okay, he's got digital rush, so he's got a talent that only matters when hacking. And then we get our sniper's brother here, and okay, we chose to give him sleuth, I think, whatever, but oh, +1 turn for jamming security devices from the Matrix, right? So he's got a trait that is hacker only, right? That doesn't do anything if you're in meat space. And then our new hacker right here, framed UNA hacking specialist, right? That's why she's here. She has plus Matrix AP. She repairs connection every time. A ton of tech, which is cool. Actually has lower baseline combat stats, but we can work around this. Minus reaction is not the worst thing in the world. And then, oh yeah, plus Matrix AP, plus cybernetic armor, which makes her actually probably the best hacker. I think in actual strength in hacking, it's a ton of plus Matrix AP, and that's just really, really good. Repairing connection actually honestly matters. You're usually going to hack over the course of 3 to 4 turns, and so it's 10% more total connection health, which is honestly pretty good. So she's arguably better than Bullfrog And arguably better than Dade if I can get her enough XP. Anyway, we will hire at some point, but we're going to upgrade the barracks. That's all fine. What else is there to say except that we are going to... Well, I guess, yeah, you're already in the trainer. And so, since I don't have any more money because... so yeah, we ran Wire Stop Tussle, made some money, made some XP. This was our battle strike that we played. And that was kind of all we got to do. So, yeah. Yeah, recording crashed, so unfortunate. But, okay, so... Sorry, I'm getting back into it after playing, 12 hours ago or whatever. So I'm trying to remember what I need to be done. I do have some spare people, sitting around, so I can probably grab this favor at some point. I want to keep generating Underworld Hub tokens if I can to boost the legwork chance. So I'll talk to you as late as I can. I'm not going to run this hacking mission. He's still recovering from the wound. This is still crafting. I'm not going to buy the burner mouth. But, yeah, Bioformula, I believe, is... Yeah, so Bioformula is... solo matrix hack, and then yeah, this would be a solo matrix hack, so I'm gonna grab this, skip through the dialogue, and it's a matrix hunt, which I'm gonna skip. I think they're not worth the time spent running them. So ultimately I have no missions that I actually want to run until I can get something ahead of cube run and get more XP. So Sassi has to go on this one, Seven has to go on this one, and I just want to make sure that we get what XP we can. I want to check real quick how much stress she has. She's at 60, so I don't really want to put her on the trainer again. I would love to get her to level 7, but you don't gain sim trainer XP from being in the trainer for hack-only missions, so it's kind of useless. We get a hype limit break, that's sweet. Give him more accuracy or give him more stress resist and XP. Let's go ahead and take the sniper upgrade. Yeah, this will be done before cube run, which is good. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to push time forward and... okay, cool. So this is another story mission Goody spawned. That'll be cool. That'll be worth doing. This one's fairly difficult as well, and I'm actually really worried about my ability to clear it well while loud. So I want to delay this as long as I possibly can. I think this is arguably going to be even harder than Carnivore in a specifically loud challenge. So delay what I can here. I've got somebody out of the detox. I think I'm not going to get a new mission in time, so I'm going to actually have her... I'm going to kick her out of the trainer. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think, who should I detox, basically? Yeah, she's the highest. Cybernite's pretty high as well. I don't have any missions due for a bit, so I think I will throw my Cybernite into the detox. And then when he's done, we can maybe throw her in, and we have enough time with cube run that we can detox her and it's okay. So I'll let this time out. Great. Yeah, there's so many pending messages that I don't actually know. If you ever should talk to him and be like, hey, can I just decline this? Yeah, I'm just not going to buy this. It's just not worth the money for me. Yep, that's fine. Cool. It just cleans up my my timeline so I can read it more easily. Yeah, these are still paused. This is going to be in a month and a half. Okay. Still want this in 10 days or so. We'll spend the 20k. We'll do everything there. Double checking something real quick, actually. I want to make sure that Potato is not waiting for me to give him more accounts. Yeah, his influence is still good. Okay, we're fine there. So when he's done detoxing, we might send Saucy in there. 7 next to 5. Hey, speak of the devil. Here's my accounts. Hey, Potato. Get back up there, buddy. 30, 50, 70, and let's put him at 90. So we'll get more Cyberdeck soon. I don't believe there's anything else I can really mint right now. Yeah, I can't mint this. Yeah, my cold storage is not high enough level yet. When it's level 6, I can do it, I think. Okay, let's keep going. Detox has been put in the pieces to get to level 3, so we can give more stress reduction in less time. It's about 87% stress per day improvement, which is a pretty big deal. Barracks is almost done, which is good news. Nano Scrubber is going to need to be upgraded at some point. These all need money, though. Again, I want to do this late, if I can. And still no one has missions for me, so we're on the timeline. That's due in 6 hours. Okay, he's finished his stress treatment. I think, let's see, this is still due in 10 days, so putting in Saucy is fine here. I think we'll just detox her because might as well, just she's the most stressed person. The one downside was that she might have been useful in this dialogue here, but oh well. Barracks is done, which means I think we should go ahead and hire our hacker now. Hello? 20k? Let's do it. Alright, so here is Heather Waters. She is another hacker. You don't absolutely in any way really need 3. I do want 2 for Carnivore, but this is just more people than I need. However, it's fun to hire people, and so let's get it. Yeah, it's not charity. We're hiring you. Welcome to the team. But of course, we know that her life is ruined because we did this. So, because we hired her, Pankata, who took a liking to her, is like really happy. So she gains loyalty, she gains hype. Of course, Heather will eventually know that, yeah, it's going to be a problem. We'll have to explain it to her. Yeah, so at some point we'll explain it to her, but that is not in the game right now. There's no furthering the storyline for that agent. But my understanding is, at least right now, maybe this will change in the future. I'm not sure what they've said about making like procedurally generated recruits, but every recruit right now in the game is hand created. Specifically, their name is randomized. Like, other than the starting characters where it's Emil and Dade and Liat and Sid, but of course you can rename them. It's like Tara Hades Pell and Heather Waters and Torquil Bullfrog Ulrich or whatever. Like those are randomly generated, but like he always has this portrait unless you change it. He's always Undiscovered Digital Prodigy. He's always Hardstop. Right? She's always ex Los Zagalos Recon and whatnot. So random things there. They're all hand created with specific backstories and whatnot. So for example, right, this Cube Run mission is because it is specifically Saucy's backstory. Whenever you hire her as your like the Vanguard versus Agent EX, she's always the one who offers this mission. You don't get the mission if it's not her on your team. So, you know, things like that, right? Which is cool. Like it's why I always hire these people, is because hey, at some point my playthrough will have a mission from them, and that'll be exciting for me. Right. So anyway, while we're here, before I forget, we should retrain our hacker. It's pretty important. I think ultimately we still just say we're going to train you as a hacker to start. I could be convinced it's not quite correct. I'm trying to think through, right? Like what's actually optimal here. And it's not making her a combatant, so I'm just going to learn these talents anyway. So this basically every time. I think this is just like the correct way to level to 4. You probably actually do want to fully cap out overclock before you even touch null op as it is, just in terms of actual turns saved. So I think this is just the way you train a hacker. Eventually there'll be other other hacking style classes and whatnot. Also, they're going to add some more drones to the game relatively soon, which is cool. By the time you see this video, they actually might already be in the game. Anyway, let's move forward. Got a favor. So we can go here and send one of our hackers at it, which is pretty solid. He's slightly better at it than she is, but cool all the same, and we get some favors and influence. I'm pretty keen to just throw a Bullfrog at it and say, here you go, have fun. So there's the start there. He's recovering. I'm just trying to find I guess it doesn't really matter for a little while. I'm trying to find a mission offer. Okay, cool. So you leveled up. These don't matter at all. I'll give you some tech, but like, you know, she can't go on missions right now. My understanding is they've said they want to make a like talent tree for the face class, and I feel like I've heard them say they would actually give let them go on combat missions as well. That's not in the game right now, but it is if it did happen. All right, so I believe I can craft this now. Oh no, I still can't do it. I need to go. Oh, I have to go for the. Okay, it's level 7 does it, and it costs 750k. That's extremely expensive, and I can't do that. Okay, so money's getting kind of tight, and this weapon is done pretty soon, which is cool. All right, yeah, I'm spending way too much time like waiting to move forward here. This is kind of silly. I'm not. Yeah, so he's finally healed. That's good. This mission's up relatively soon. Okay, yeah, nothing else to really say. This one's gonna time out. That's fine. Yep. Let it time out. That's fine. All right, cool. Henninger is compromised. Right. This is the syndicate boss we've been fighting against for a while. She's hit high level exposure from running stuff against D Street Cartel. That's cool. Great. This basically unlocks a new level of significant negative interaction. Those things have not been added to the game just yet. To be clear, let me blow off some heat. Might as well. I have the tokens. But that is coming up relatively soon from what they said on Discord, so I'm excited to see what happens out of Power Play and Compromised. They've said that headhunters can actually go after your contacts, theoretically, which is kind of interesting. Is there anything I can do here with Cube Run? 10 deck armor is kind of whatever, but I'm not doing anything else with it, so I kind of probably will. Damage for 2 turns minus connection health is less good. I'm just going to grab this because I have tokens just sitting around doing nothing. Field ops I could use, but I'll run it when I actually run the mission. I'll spend those tokens later. We're still detoxing. Okay, there we go. We've got a new mission finally offered. So we've got a raid offered to us. She's going to get out of the detox in time that we can then run this, so I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like, yeah, we should talk to her and say, hey, the blue ox, so they're going to be weak. It's a gang. We have a raid. It's called Deep. Hey, we got a new map. I'm freaking, I'm so happy. Okay, finally. This map was added for me yesterday. And so I think this video is going to come out on Monday. So I'm excited that we get to take a first look at this map tile set, which is cool. So it's a raid. It's got a matrix host on it. If we kill a bunch of people, which we're going to do, we're going to get a bunch of influence, which is nice. Sweet. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited that we're going to get this. We'll run it ahead of time. I will let these detoxes run through. I will make sure we have somebody to put into the Sims Room Trainer. Let me... Like, if we just look, like, okay, we're going to run our Cyber Knight. We're probably going to run Dade. We're probably going to run our Sniper. We're probably going to run Sid. Actually, we actually do want to run Saucy. So she can gain XP in the mission and be level 7 because she has to go on Cube Run. And so giving her skill points is pretty useful. So I either skip Liat or I probably keep Sid, right? It's always, I'll think about it in a second, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing here. So, okay, that's done. I should start this dialogue now because I forget, but I believe there is legwork part of this. So let's go ahead and start this. We'll start this dialogue. Hello. Drace Sampson. So his son is dying. Wife was murdered at Warner Braun, a shareholder specifically. So, yeah, his wife was killed. And his 16-year-old son was like, listen, we're going to do some stuff. So we gave him a prototype ChemHive. He actually designed one. ChemHive, by the way, is the implant that makes you a Scourge, which is one of the classes in this game. So Nick managed to not put any blame on the husband. Okay, so we can keep going through all the dialogue. No one would know it's there. You think he just left? Alright, so we can just do absolutely nothing. Or, of course, we can run legwork to try to find this guy. Thankfully, she is not needed on this mission, so it's fine. We can happily throw her on this mission itself. We'd have, you know, a harder time with these two, but thankfully, we had Hades here, who is a sleuth, so she's good at this stuff. This will be done for her, I forget when, looks like 5 days. I forget it was a reroll and try again, but either way, we've got the legwork here. Ooh, we got another mission here. I think this one also, this one has a chance at needing legwork as well. How many agents do I even have, though? So, like, am I going to be too taxed? So I've got my hacker, I've got my cyber knight, I've got my sniper, I've got a spare soldier, I've got an extra spare hacker, and I've got a lot of people free, right? It says I have 7 rating mercs, it's about right. Obviously 2 are on legwork. We have a detox and a training bench open, so there's a little bit of concern here, but ultimately, I believe this can have legwork here as well. It's a very small, like, written storyline, so I'm gonna actually open this one as well. And so he wants a connection. Oh, do we not have anyone available who can run this? Do I have nobody available for his legwork? Okay, cool, we do. That's good. I was like, wait a second, what's going on? So we can immediately say no, or we can go through all the dialogue. So, wants access to imported German weaponry. Power level 3 weapons of Warner Braun fabrication. Considering we don't have access to power level 3 weapons yet, this is a fairly big deal. Okay, so the question is, considering I'm going to be using 2 tokens almost always, and we get only 1 attempt, I think throwing in this guy and knowing that we're going to spend 2 tokens at it anyway is going to be totally reasonable. So I'm going to actually send him at it. Of course, he's better at this, but... yeah, he might be running the mission, so let's put our weaker guy after it. Alrighty, so we have 3 legworks going on right now. And this token gives 20% to each of them, which is truly amazing. Again, we have a detox bench open still. We have a trainer bench open still. We don't care about this. We need to wait till Saucy is done detoxing. His weapon's done soon, which we're happy about. When she's done detoxing, she'll run the mission. Really quickly, right? We're running this mission. Who's going to be going on it? I'm not going to buy this. I could buy this. He owes us 4 favors. We could delay reinforcements for 2 turns, which has some value. I'll think about it. But ultimately, it's going to be something like... yeah, it's going to be basically... we're going to throw Saucy in right here, and this is the squad, right? This is going to be what the squad looks like, so... we know that Aspas and Heather can, like, go detox or go in the trainer or something, and it's fine. Okay, so that's good. Considering that, that'll be interesting. We don't have quite enough open seats, which is kind of funny to me. Unless we waited for him to be done with the legwork for some reason, which we could do, I suppose. Alright, so anyway, got an open detox bench, and we know that we're not going to be running Liat on this mission, because we're running our Gunslinger instead. Means we're going to be, like, down a fair number of buffs, but oh well. So, even though there's, like, other people who could detox, he is the best guy to send to the detox, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. And then, detox bench is full. We need to wait till she's done detoxing. That's done. Great. Yep, cube run is due. Okay, so that's fine. Detox still full. This mission is going to end. That's fine. Okay, nobody has anything immediately pending for me. That's cool. Have to bump another token for legwork relatively soon. Okay, didn't burn the token in time. I didn't pause in time. It's my fault. We need to let her detox be done. Then we'll have the time for Q run afterwards. It'll be okay. Still no missions offered, which is fine. Detox done in 6 hours. Let's go spend our second token right now. I think it is correct to do so. Okay. Let's let you be done detoxing. Great. Alright, we've got an open couple of benches now. So, once again, mission planning. Oh wait, no, we're not doing Cuban. We're doing deep swipe. Sorry. Here's our mercs. Saucy's going. Let's go fix our gear. Let's go, you know, highest gear level, right? Let's drop stuff that we're not using. You're going. You're not going. You're not going. We can unequip you as well. He needs stuff. Here you go. AR plus that seems reasonable. Right, 7S ready. Gunslinger's ready. We need Saucy. Saucy is Vanguard Soldier. She is bad at long range. Has bonus move speed. And then just double checking her talents. Yeah, she got some coordinated charge, but not a ton. Okay. So we'll just give her kind of generic weaponry. Oh, right, we have this upgraded rifle. So he already got one, so we're going to give her the other one, I guess. Probably better her than... yeah, so here you go. That's your assault rifle. Plus damage, plus range, plus accuracy. Pretty solid stuff. Let's give you a secondary. We can give you a revolver, I suppose. No, we should give her a less good weapon and actually let my gunslinger run just 2 high-quality revolvers. I think this is superior. It's obviously like less upgraded, right? This one has, you know, mods and barrel mods on it and whatnot, but he's going to use them both, you know, reliably enough. So you need to, of course, wear some armor. switch your stuff around. You want a Medi-Cloud. You're going to want a Concussion Grenade. Okay, this is pretty reasonable then. Urban Assault plus Revolver is pretty solid here. I think we are geared up as well as they're going to be. No snipers, no sniper talents. We're definitely going to be losing a little bit of damage. But this looks decent. So that's the squad who's going on the mission. Anyone else can be sent in to be part of a trainer or something else. I'm worried about letting this run down. And, like... No, I mean, it should be fine, right? Like, we should be totally okay to let this run down to 0 and then run the mission before Cube Run and be okay. I will send somebody into Detox. Obviously not these 4. So... Yeah, you're on legwork. You have 20. You're at 20. You're at 20. You're level 8. Let me double check something real quick. You do have 0 interrupt, which means I can send you to Detox and it's fine. Actually, you should be repairing your deck as well. Yeah, so you two are both not going on stuff, right? I feel like I'm miscounting something somehow, and I don't know why. I don't know why I feel that way. All right, anyway, sorry. Yeah, let's just have you Detox, and we'll send our brand new hacker into the training bench. And we should be ready to go. We've got all our tasks full at this point, right? The benches are all full. We've got a squad for the mission. Deep swipe. I'm going to double check leverages real quick. I don't care about anything there. And then, is there anything here that I care about? We could add some extra money, which honestly I think is worth doing here. I'm going to go do that. And then at some point I can upgrade this, and it would give me more things I can inject. Okay, finally ready. You know, my money is so tight that I can't really upgrade my buildings yet. So it is finally time. It is finally time to run a raid on the new map that just got added yesterday for me. Here's the squad. Saucy, welcome back to the crew. We should be decent here. Let's get it. Welcome to the mission, everyone. For me, this is one of multiple times trying to record this mission here. I've had a couple computer issues. I had a splice earlier on when, I'm sure you can hear my dog in the background. I had a splice earlier on when talking with Saucy about Cube Run. You probably saw or heard the music flip when that happened. This is a cut to start this mission out. I've had some computer issues here. That's why I lost the last recording. Hopefully we're going to be in a decent spot. I'm sorry if the dog is distracting the background. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. But we are here ready to do a raid on the brand new map, and I'm very excited to do so. It is wide open, which is new and interesting. I actually kind of like, I think this is like a cool idea for a map, right? There's a ton of really hard cover that fully blocks line of sight you can completely hide behind. That can make full auto kind of difficult. It can make cover busting not very useful because none of this counts as conventional cover for like chance to hit changing. We've got an exit over here in the top right, exit over here in the top left. We've got 2 hosts, one at the top right and one sort of bottom left here. So I'm like kind of thinking about zigzagging kind of like this. The thing is, you know, this is kind of the last thing I'm ever going to do is grab this host, then this box, then leave. I assume I would go this way instead of that way. I don't really know. It doesn't also really matter. Looking at cameras, looks like it's really open around here. This long-range camera, no, this is a regular camera actually, because there are no long-range cameras, which means this is like completely open to me, and there's no security devices. I kind of like the no security device kind of layout here. It's only meat guards. It's kind of interesting to me. So as far as plans are concerned, I mean, we're just generally going to go this way. Just going to kind of go up and left, grab the host. I'll spread out a little bit while he's hacking. Spread out a bit down here. Probably have to send someone on this run while we like kind of run across again. But I feel like the vague route that Sadak is going to go is like directly up this way, grab the host, and then I might come around the left instead of going through the middle here because there's so many cameras. But obviously you have to grab this box, have to grab that box. Either way, kind of swinging out this way, and then we'll just have to kind of figure out how to grab this stuff down here, but I think it's going to be okay. Also, based on the guard location, there's no way I'm really allowed to, like, pass on turn 1. This would be a really strong situation for my Cyberknight to have access to look ahead, and I would then spot what are these 3 guys going to do. Are they going to run toward me, right? Or, like, if I can catch these 2, like, I have a Vanguard, right, which means anticipation exists, but using anticipation for predicting guard movements is against the rules here. That is a stealth-only kind of situation, so... or I could do it and then just not use the information, which is what's going to happen, is I'm going to, like, increase our chance to crit. So always tactical surge. And then their rolls are like 16 and stuff, which means realistically, I don't have much that I can do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use anticipation here. I'm also going to coordinated charge. I'm going to coordinated charge. And I'm going to use anticipation purely as crit chance. I'm not going to use this information at all. So, of note, he will turn around probably to his right, and this would be pretty close to seeing me in the vision cone. So, good to know. It's information, right? Whatever. Anyway, there are 5 guards that can all hear gunfire. And, interesting. So that's a pretty high quality wall, which means there's no way to full out of them both without going farther, which I'm happy to do, but it's like interesting to note that that is a thing. I can't get them easily without giving up more sort of space. So I could go here. I could spend 2 AP going there. I wouldn't be too bad on the max range. Actually, one thing worth noting, right, is that this gun with the scope on top, anything in the blue line is not really going to hit any bad accuracy penalties. So, yeah, I think doing this is totally fine. Obviously, they're all going to hear the gunfire. It is what it is. So you know about us. But yeah, we are accurate. We are high damage. We don't crit here. And you're not great with the recoil. We killed at least 1, which is good. And I can't spend 1 AP on anything. I don't want to mark sites here. I don't think I need to. So I'm simply going to... I kind of want to run forward and get... Yeah, I think we start kind of moving. So put you here. Have you end your turn. Ideally, I yield Sadak and let someone else do the bigger damage. I can't go down below 13, though. So I've just got to do a small yield. You can trigger vector, and then can I possibly get these 2 guys productively? It looks like yes. I'm sure those guards over here, they're going to hear the gunfire, but I want to knock these guys down, and he can go ahead and grab his loot box as well. So I'm going to run here. Yep, there are more guards. That's not a surprise. But it is a fanning angle to knock these guys out. See ya. I'm sure more gunfire is getting reported. Yep, indeed. They heard gunfire. I don't have a chance at using fanning for anything you hear, so I might have to just kind of run forward and... Well, I'm probably going to have him run back and grab loot. I think that's going to be his play. Yes, this guy will move on the next turn. It is what it is. I can't do anything about that one. But yeah, these 2 have heard gunfire, so that's +4 escalation. These guys need to die, of course, which we can do. That'll be fine. But I think it's reasonable to go for the box this turn, and that should be half decent. Okay, nothing special, but that's fine. Low value box is what it is. So I can shoot you. I might want to shoot you from right here. Just toss out the full auto and get some pretty good damage. Only these 2 can hear the gunfire, which is pretty reasonable. Yep, and the crits make it really clean. I'm curious if that actually casts downer or not. It does not. Okay, cool. So when you crit, but they're all dead, you don't use up the ability. I think I'm really glad they do this, by the way. I think this would be... I think this is the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, technically the rules say on crit do a thing, but this is the kind of thing where they should, I think, absolutely do it in the players, like to the player's benefit, and so I'm glad. I have recoil for now. I will lose this. I will basically replace this recoil, the instant... Actually, not. I can full auto, and I'm... What? 40% to the third is like 7% or something to not get a single hit here. I think that's fine. Okay. I think we hit once with a crit, which is, yeah, fine, right? Hit 1 of the 3. So Hacker goes this way. Splice, I think we're going to have most of the team go to the right here. I will let Saucy kind of solo this direction, and I'm going to go for this loot box and try to clean this up with my Cybernite. Like, that is reasonable. There is a chance Sadak can't go all the way through because guards are going to be annoying. Let's go, like, part way up. And that's reasonably safe. I'm okay with that. So I can go for the hack here, spend the last 2 AP going up, and then he can start hacking. So far, so good. Alright, well, as always, we load the basics every time. And we'll go down then up. I forget which way this map's supposed to actually go, but it doesn't really matter. I will take connection health over tally to start. Load more offensive programs. Damage to connection, AP costs. I'll take connection health again. Okay, next turn we can go for this. That's fine. I will have to start carrying out connection health soon, but for now it's okay. So first turn, there are reports of gunfire. And they're sending at least 1 street warrior. So they're already suspicious because, of course they are. They heard gunfire. But it looks like, yeah, we had this guy is new, and... Or I guess maybe we revealed him by the hacker, I didn't notice. Anyway, whatever. This is the kind of thing where I think we can let the guards move. Okay, everyone. Quote-unquote, welcome back. I know it's turn 2. For you, this is just a very small jump cut. For me, I've been having a lot of computer issues, and this is my 3rd time playing turn 2. The first run through, actually, I got to the very end of turn 2. This guy actually had lived, was over here, and was alert. I was hiding behind cover. I forget exactly if I had first dibs or not. I guess I wouldn't have known because I was ending his turn, and then turn 3 was going to start. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and play out turn 2 for the third time. Worth noting that loot boxes are only rolled once. I believe they're rolled when the mission itself is acquired. But essentially, let me double check something. Let me check my talent levels here. Yeah, so I haven't burned through Zero Interrupt yet, so I don't want to rewind him until later, so I'm going to delay on this one. Saucy can just run over to this, so I'm going to have a level 3 sword blueprint and something else that's purple to try to prove to you that I'm right. Here we go. Press the button. And yeah, oh yeah, 25k. This is what the purple thing was. So this was only rolled once. I've seen the exact same inventory 3 times, so you cannot save scum loot boxes. That's not possible. It is worth noting that the spread of ice is also seemingly only rolled once. So the layouts themselves are hand-built. So that's normal. We're going to go ahead and Zero Interrupt this. Or, yep, there we go. Hit the correct thing. Load scan again, and we know this is CPU. And the other side of it, though, is that the escalations are indeed random. So we know this is CPU. We can null op. We get minus health this time. We get deload scan the other. So those were each different each time around. Got a lot of programs to reload here. And let's hope this isn't crappy. Damage to connection. Scan for the traps. We get load a program and exit the node. So we can do those late. Exit the node, get rid of you. And because we got an escalation, we can walk over. This will have a new scan for us. So now we can see all the traps again. And we'll just start with the top one. And what we have here, we have exit the node, download a file. Okay, well, let's spend 4 AP on this one. And then we'll clear this and then keep going. So far, so good. Yeah, this guy does walk up during his turn, by the way. So I think it is worth it for me to stand in some level of cover. So I'm going to just stand there, crouch, yield. All the guys get to spend their turn. You're actually moving. Everyone else is kind of just standing still or turning. So he's going to walk up. He's going to see a corpse. And, ooh, his hunting went in a different direction this time around. So normally, or last time when I got this far, he stood here and I got to fight him. But hunting goes randomly. And so I no longer know. Well, we'll see what happens. Whatever. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 AP running forward. Grab this loot. Yep, that was there last time as well. And then spend about 2 AP. I can spend a little bit less and not go quite so far. I want to kind of gang up on this guy. So if I go, like, here, is that enough? Yeah, that's fine for me. So I'm going to go this far. I will rewind Sadak. Okay, that's Loud's turn. And then I don't have... So we can check real quick. He does have upgraded pistol on both of these. Obviously, this one does more damage. It's got the barrel attached to it. But I'm not sure I actually want to go for... I mean, with him rolling a 20 here, I don't actually want to roll for, like, trying to fight him. That's scary enough that I'd rather just end my turn and let him act again. So, more guards got told to act. That's fine. Where you headed? That way. Works for me. Sees another corpse. Okay, let's deal with this now. First, I'll yield. I want to see what you do, because you were told by the AI to go act, so I want to let that happen. Similar here, if he runs really close, I can maybe get him with fanning. Alrighty, so download access, right? And then we know this is if you exit, so I've got to get this. This is only down for this turn, so I'm going to be out of disarms, or like, I'll have to like re-nuke it soon. Take any action, use a program. That's going to suck really bad. I don't have a good way around this one. I'm not going to zero interrupt that, we're just going to take... Yep, so get hit once. Ow, is what it is. This isn't even very good download, but whatever. Worth noting that apparently the Gold Viper AI actually has some pretty mean escalations. I've hit, like, I got deck damage and minus connections. Like, you see my connection health at 28. So this one has some pretty mean escalations, which does make this quite a bit harder. So I'm going to take the AP loss instead. Sleaze you. Connecting costs 2, so I can zero interrupt right now, and it's fine. So I'm going to move over. Zero interrupt, and then next turn I'll scan, see what's here, and that'll be my turn. I don't care about these devices. In fact, there's nothing connected here, so these are both completely empty. There's nothing there. So end action. I will lose, 12 connection on the turn. As long as the escalation's not 16 connection later on, we're going to be okay. But we'll try to get the... This is probably a 4th set of downloads here. End action. All right, Saucy can go ahead and join the team now. Let's see. Yeah, you've run down a little bit. This box has been grabbed already, so we've got this 2. Yeah, we got, what? This is the 5. I don't have to grab that because I assume my hacker will. Having her go for this guy. He rolled a 17, though, so I'm not going to kill him easily. It might just be, you know, divide and conquer. I mean, okay, so, like, I need to get to both up here and over here. Maybe we kind of all go to the right-hand side, grab this host, and then run left together. Instead of running up to the left-hand side, then running right together. I kind of feel like going left-hand side, running right together is actually better. I'm just not sure how to expend my actions efficiently, is the thing. I'm trying to think it through, and like, it doesn't really matter is the thing. Like, it's not actually that important. I just don't want to get caught by this guy, like, have him turn around, my initiative roll is bad, and I, like, you know, lose a bunch of health. I think we just stick with the plan. We just group up, and even though I'm kind of spending a lot of AP just running, I think it's fine. We'll figure it out. Alright, so you're done. Several people can hear you shoot, which is not ideal, but I don't have a way around that. So I can spend 1 AP running here. I'll get seen, but it means I lose my ability to use surprise. But I don't care about the escalations, so we're just going to go for it. Pretty good damage here. With the crit, it's a lot of damage. Easy reload. People heard gunfire. At least the corpse doesn't get reported, but obviously with them hearing gunfire, it's bad for us. Looks like I can't get that box out going towards the middle, so we're grouping up here anyway. Worth noting, right, that, like, I mean, I could walk around like that, but this seems totally reasonable. So there is somewhat of a central choke point. Like, we can run around this side, but you have to, like, basically the only way through is, like, right here, right here, right here, and this just doesn't really connect. So, okay. This little part here is a little tight. I'm down. Thank you, Glasswalker. 2 turns of +1 AP. +1 tally per turn is not a big deal. Can throw down Tactical Surge. And I think we can wait for these guys to run forward. I mean, you have to go all the way around. You're not going to be scary. You will have to go through here. You're not going to be scary either. Like, he could get line of sight from, like, around here, roughly, but nah, I can let them just do whatever they're going to do. Alrighty, so we have already... Ooh, am I screwed? Is that actually me being dead? Yep, I'm at 0. There's dump shock. That's too bad. Shoot. Yep, the escalation was -20 connection health, so rip me. Unfortunate. I could have chosen a DC early. Yeah, so I managed to hit delay before he loaded into the Matrix host, so he actually was able to, like, show up again later initiative. Not that he can do anything. But if he had, like, move points, I guess I could... Nah, even then, he can't spend the move point. Alright, whatever. Anyway, he's got to end his turn. Okay, you guys aren't special, and... Alright, well, we can go ahead and charge forward. I guess we'll charge to the right, and then charge to the left afterwards. These guns are gonna be very, very loud. They're gonna tell on me, and it is what it is. Not the most accurate fanning. I really miss having all the accuracy buffs from a sniper on my team. It was a pretty big deal. I think the combined 2 sniper AoE buffs was like plus 40% accuracy. It was like really, really high. I'm like, well, I miss those. I also miss the enemies because of the lack of buffs. So you would see me. So where should I stand? I mean, I can't get line of sight in range on you. So the best thing I have is basically running up here. I'm probably going to marker sights. What? Well, I don't think I needed marker sights, actually. It's just going to be full auto and then revolver. Revolver not guaranteed to land. Okay, it's really not guaranteed to land. I don't have... I mean, I'll just go for it because I want this guy to live. Minus evasion helps a little bit. Oh, we're cracked. Let's go. Alright. Well, plenty of gunfire got heard, though. Loot boxes are up here. Kind of all around this direction, I guess, really. That should magnet in. We know we need the hacker to get this way once he's done with everything else he's doing. And once again, yeah, okay, so I can either go through the evac zone or go up this way. The hacker's gonna go this way. Not that that matters. I'm not gonna do anything special about, like, where the cameras are or anything, but I feel like staying more central is correct. So I'm gonna keep going like that. We get Glasswalker another time. Reinforcements are right over there. We can try to bypass them, but it's going to be a little bit tight. Yeah, unfortunately, all of the ice is back up. But I also... So, I want to be greedy here. The ice is all back up on that one node. But I think I can handle it. Famous last words, I suppose. Hard Shell's a 5-turn cooldown. Okay, so we're going to grab this stuff. If you use a program, restart ice, I can do... Okay, so I can do this, then this. Right, I can do it once, right? And then tally. Blocking program loading is kind of annoying, actually. So I'm going to step out. And, oh, I have very few programs I can run here. Okay, well, I'm just going to turn this off. And then I will load stuff from here. I could ripper compression. Scan. Not the most useful. Here, I'm gonna do some stuff. So I'm gonna do this. By getting the escalation... Oh, it didn't go back to 1 of 2. Huh. Okay, I thought it was gonna go and move over, but it didn't. I'll have to reload these programs next turn, which is gonna be a little bit annoying. Turns out I was wrong about how the game was going to work. But at least they're all disabled for real, so this should be reasonable for next turn. But once again, I think we should let the guards move on their own. These guys... We'll have to make sure Sasi's in a safe enough spot, but otherwise we're going to be okay. So, we can run out of the box. These guys are going to catch up to her. Actually, here's the annoying part, right? If they weren't right here, I wouldn't have to worry about it. I could run up there to be no problem. But, like, this guy could be scary, and these guys could be scary. And so I want to be somewhere a little bit safe. Like this. Where I can duck and wait. I'm gonna... just gonna pop this now, it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to need to wait and deal with these reinforcements because they're going to be in my way. Okay, so you got really close. How do you still have action points left? These guys just get really far on their turns, which is a little distressing. You rolled a 21, so I've got to make sure I stun you probably with Loud over here. You have Atomic Stutter up, so it's fine. But, like, she just ran so far. Alright, well, it's going to be fanning into a regular attack here. There's no way to get a better AoE here. I can't manipulate the initiative to, like, let this person go, so... I'm going to have the annoying result of this person being in the range. Actually, one annoying thing here is I can still fanning, it's correct. But my ammo is now a little tight. Like, I got the reload. If I run forward, I'm going to be caught in the middle of nowhere against this guy, which is, like, a huge concern. So it'd be, like, a little silly and cast Finger Trick. Actually, I should have reloaded the other revolver. That would have been better. That was a mistake. Alright, so you can run up. Okay, you thankfully aren't going all that far. So I need to Atomic Stutter. Okay, can I do it from here? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to stay out of vision. I'm still in stutter range. That's fine. You are going to be able to act, but you're at 21, which is not great for me. Okay, so stutter you for sure. I think you're just in too annoying of a spot. And you have your armor buff on. You can run right toward me, and that really scares me. Now, Les got a 25, but I'm not sure... Well, we have Glasswalker on. If I end my turn, my min roll is an 18. Yeah, it's still not guaranteed to make me safe. So I'm going to shoot... Let's see, that's at that, and then what's the accuracy here? It's not great accuracy, but... And also the problem is, she's going to put the evasion field on pretty soon. And that'll also make my life very difficult. I'm just, like, out of evasion debuffs. Okay, do I want to risk... Let me check something else. What do you have fanning backup? No. It's going to make this guy really, really difficult to kill. Okay, so my min roll is 18. Okay, the odds are I'll do fine. Let's just go for the full auto instead. I probably landed 2. I landed 1. And I rolled 18. I actually min rolled. That is a 1 in 36. Yikes. You're stunned, so I'm going to shoot you instead. I'm at least guaranteed the glancing hit so I can get this kill. Then we got a glance, then a regular hit, but not quite a kill. Okay, you can end your turn. Okay, well, Les goes first, and then she goes right away, so I've got to get this kill no matter what. I can go for several shots, or I can just run into guaranteed glancing hit range. The problem is you are completely out in the open. So I'm going to take the risk to get this kill, coin flip. Okay, good. That allows me to go into Overwatch, which I kind of need. Because this guy is just going to be too much of a problem. So I'm going to go here. That's a really good hit. If I crit, you die. I don't crit, that's fine though. I have Link Watch, which should be decent. So I learned something recently. Okay, so I should be okay to play this out. So let me load that program. Of course that's what happened. Ow, I lose some programs. It is what it is. Okay, let's try again. Disarm, Deception, Scan for Second Trap. There isn't one. Of course that happened. If you use a program, damage to connection, sleep. Then we're finally done. It cost me an extra turn or two, but I was able to get 3 downloads, which I think is worth it. Sorry, what was I learning? Oh, recoil is reset as soon as you end your turn. So actually, I would have to double check a couple of pieces, but basically, it is possible for you to shoot an Overwatch shot and then have recoil remaining on your turn. So I don't know if it's resetting at like when it goes from end of turn 6 to start of turn 7, or if it's just as soon as you go into Overwatch, you now reset your recoil. I'm not sure which, but I know I have seen myself have recoil after shooting an Overwatch shot when my initiative came later on that turn, or like came later, period. Okay, well, down you go. You're stunned, so you don't matter. Of course, you exist. So we can let this guy walk at us. It doesn't really matter. We got a couple turns to knock this guy down. Yeah, that cover quality is very high, but I get guaranteed grazes, and we somehow actually rolled an actual hit, which is wild. That's crazy to me. So it is probably correct for me to walk around like this to get rid of the hard cover. Oh, okay, so Saucy does have coordinated charge, and I just forgot. I forgot that my Vanguard has it, which is, you know, a useful thing. We're just going for these melee range pistol shots. I will... Probably should use it at the start, but oh well. You're going to run up. You're going to hear lots of gunfire. You've already heard lots of gunfire. You're investigating. You see some corpses. Bro, how do you move that far? What? How? Actually, how? No way. That feels really bugged to me. That just feels really... That feels not okay. Oh well, at least your initiative roll was low, but like, this man teleported across the entire map. Oh well. Okay, this guy has to die. I also really want to save some fanning. So I want to have less weight and have everyone else get this kill. And then when these guards all move up, we'll try to get this done the right way. Tactical Surge also feels pretty worthwhile. You're still stunned for the rest of this turn. It's next turn, though, that's going to concern me. Okay, I'm going to... I don't want to fully delay. But I want to basically say, hey, people with the worst weaponry should finish these kills out. So that people with the better weaponry can... Yeah, that's really good, actually. People with the better weaponry can... How am I trying to say it? Sorry. Get the kills on the like larger, more annoying group. Okay, so you're done. Just everyone delay. Please don't sprint around the entire map. I'm begging you. Move a normal amount of distance. Okay, see, that's reasonable. That's about 6 action points. Yeah, see, that's what I expect out of my guards. A couple more squares is fine here. Yeah, like I think this like extra step forward. Yep, that's about right. You're about done. You better not have a swing. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, see, that's what I expect out of them. Okay, that to me feels normal. It's gonna put you here. Yeah, they hear me. I know. Who do I need to make sure actually dies? The one with the highest initiative roll, I guess. I guess we're all actually pretty dangerous, but here, let's marker sights you. I can anticipate you because you're not in combat, but I can't use any of my weapons because I don't have the action points for it. That's fine, though. Alright, that's going to look pretty good as a full auto. We get a chance to shred. We get it both. That's great. We get the debuff from Downer, which is nice. We're out of ammo. And yeah, I'm going to go for a shot here then. Chance to hit is very low. We get a graze, but we just get something done. I don't want to block line of sight if I can help it. This actually doesn't really help me anyway. Okay, how good are you going to be at shredding this armor? Not that bad, actually. So let's go for the full auto. Nice, we got the shred. That's actually really big. So the AR, 44%, does about 40% of our health. Revolver higher. Well, it's going to be a guaranteed graze. Okay, we crit instead. All right, well, guards are gone. Hacker goes this way. And I have a bunch of space for everyone else to make moves on their own turn now. I do want to reload when I get the chance, but I don't need to just yet. You should probably reload while it's not dangerous. Okay, wow. Quite the interesting mission. The map is definitely interesting to navigate. The enemy movements are questionable, I'll be honest. I'm not convinced that's not a bug. We'll see though. I don't know everything about this game. Okay, well, 6 out of 8 loot boxes. Last host is right there. Sadok's abilities have been already reset. Okay, sure. I'm unfortunately taking a wound there on my Cyberknight, almost certainly. And actually, the huge problem is, I think he's mandatory on cube run. So there's a chance we have to hard fail cube run because of that. Also, geez, that's a lot of loot. Well, I guess we're gonna have to hope that I rolled well on not actually getting screwed. Sorry, what am I trying to say? Not taking a wound. But otherwise, the guards seemingly printing action points is gonna send my Cyberknight to the clinic and prevent me from running cube run. If I have extra tokens in my field op center, I can delay the mission by a couple of days. So we'll see. Escalation is guards. I'm going to skip the info. They're way back there. I'm not worried about it. Let's take the reload, and yeah, we're just going to kind of group up, right? We're going to kind of control this host and, this path to the exit. It could be this way as well, but since the guards are down this way, I'm probably going the other direction. Alrighty. I'm going to delay in his case. Everyone else think I just wanted to get them over there, but I think he can delay and it's fine. Of course, by going through the cameras, the enemies know what we are up to. Everything's up, that's good. Including even both charges of null op, so here we go. This is why I didn't use it in my programs on the previous, on re-upping the other hack, because I knew I was going to need everything for the beginning of this one. AP cost, then connection, then tally. Ow, yeah, so apparently it's just really angry security AIs, and dude, how am I getting connection health every single time? I almost already have to reconnect. That's wild. It's like, I didn't think, I mean, maybe one of the base escalations was Matrix High Alert, or it's a high power level Matrix host, but like, geez, dude. So I know there's a couple things here, right? So here's a tile set. Okay, fine. The rating is like how aggressive, like how much ice there is. So like, hey, there's 3, things on most nodes. Okay, fine. And I assume like the specific AI is its own thing as well. And it might be like, oh yeah, Platinum Cobra like attacks the, you know, Cyberdeck health and connection all the time. It's like, well, yeah, it certainly does, and geez. So I'm probably to like really go after the tally, as it turns out, because just getting a ton of escalation is hurting my hacks more than anything else is. So they all move on their turns. They are slowly walking up. We're still pretty far from having to care, but you know, we're going that direction here. So they have to still come up this way. So I'll just post up where I think is reasonable. We get Glasswalker, more reinforcements. They're way over there. It's fine. Keep delaying. Eventually they'll be close enough for me to care, just not yet. I guess they can go around that way as well. All right. Oh, I don't. Oh shoot, I don't have this. Ah, that sucks. Okay, that sucks a lot. I'm already, like, screwed here. What the hell? Alright, well. Tally. AP. Program. Scan. I think I already have to disconnect because I have 2 connection health and I'm going to dump shock next turn, so I just have to do this now. I think I will walk over and 0 interrupt. I'm trying to track the Q security here. Right, I've still got 10 to go. Am I willing to fight this node? I think yes. I think I'll have enough AP. That's okay. Damage to connection. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, this could be bad. Okay, thankfully it's not something horrible. Okay, I can scan. I find the CPU. I'll have to do it next turn, because odds are by killing all the stuff on the CPU, I'm going to hit an escalation that dump shocks me, and I don't want to have that happen in the middle of the turn. So I'm just gonna... So I can just disconnect while I'm here. We'll deal with this later. We'll spike the CPU next turn. I'll try to rewind myself to get my stuff back, and I'll have to come back through. But this is rough. So again, I'm not willing to risk the connection health difficulty, so I'm just gonna take the disconnect here. And of note, if I yield, yeah, Loud can do some things here, right? I probably shouldn't have wasted this, but I can rewind. Oh, I'm not close enough. I'm going to go here, I'm going to rewind him so that he can come back in with his programs and just start right away. So you can reconnect on the turn you disconnected. That works. I've got a decent amount of AP here. Oh, these didn't count as still gone? Interesting, okay. Whatever, it's fine. I can leave. I know what this already is, so I'm just gonna... Yep, ow. Null up twice. Load scan. Alrighty, well, I'll 0 this on the way back. Need to grab you. I shouldn't be screwed on the start of this. Okay, I have just enough to load this, then move over. And the next turn I'll deal with this stuff. Okay. This, yeah, geez. These are definitely, I mean, the escalations come so fast. Because, like, the max secure, like, the max, for an escalation is 30. It just comes so fast that I'm just, like, getting just barraged with escalations that I can't really deal with. Now, there is a hacker talent that I can get access to eventually, which suppresses 1 to 2 escalations, which I'm seemingly, like, really, really, really needing. So that's going to be a priority. It seems like as you get to higher power level hacks, they get really mean. Alright, well, still nothing for you to do. So, yeah, you know, printing the AP did something for me, because it allowed my hacker to get farther along during his turn, but... I'll just stay on this side, it's fine. And then Saucy, just take her reloads, and... I'm going to put you near the team, but we're just going to end your turn. Keep doing the same until they get to us. Okay, orders received. AI sending them towards wherever. What is the... Actually, there's no escalation, right? Just the AI talking to guards. I'll save this until there's actual combat. Alright. Well, they're still not here. Round whatever of hacking. Load a program, take any action. Okay, have to kill both, actually, because I've got to load this to drop that. Ow. Damage to connection, of course, I get rerouted. Why wouldn't I? Okay. I guess we'll start this way. If you download, if you download, if you download. Okay. I'm sure I'll need disarm. And we'll see if I get black hole or not. It is kind of unfortunate that there's no way to predict black hole unless you can get kind of lucky with how security AI works or... so actually, I take that back. There's a consumable that if you use it, right, you have to like unpackage it before you go into the matrix. And then if you consume it, it'll be like on your buff bar, I think. I think it'll be on your buff bar. What it says is basically like ignores ice actions. So you can be like, oh, I'm gonna run into like a data fortress that I haven't been able to fully scan. I'm gonna pop this and be like, it's going to block the trap escalation if there is one, and then you just kind of run that for a bit. And that is a way to like, you know, deal with all this stuff. Anyway, again, I'm done for the turn. I'll have to disarm that next turn and hope it goes okay. I will get dump shocked on a single escalation because I'm going to lose 12 from overclock, and I'm going to, you know, maybe lose like 22 from escalations, and that will end me right away. So I'll get dump shocked again. All right, well, still nothing to do. They have not come toward me, so I will stay as I am. Rewind isn't back for a very long time. Well, next turn is a full escalation. Finds a body, whatever. Okay. Keep waiting. Found another body. That's going to be more escalation. Might actually come around finally. And it's finally his turn. Of course I got rerouted. Oh, I'm fucked. Wait. Really? It didn't pop the second time. Neat. Okay, sure. I mean, we take this. Force deload of scan. My connection health is 1%, so it's going to be time to go up the left-hand side and try to get these. I can, once again, disconnect and reconnect. If it's not on the same turn that you connected, it's okay, and you can just do stuff. So, okay, we're going to load the basic 3. So, tally, AP, connection use. There's no way for me to get there on 2 AP, spend 8 to clear stuff, and then keep doing well. So what I'm going to do instead is deload this, hit Ripper Compression. Oh, right, it costs AP. I didn't need to do that. Okay, next turn is just load Deception and knock these both down. And then this is going to be really annoying. I might just only take this and be done. Well, everyone can be done. Ah, they can spawn right in the middle. Interesting. That's fine with me. We should still be able to make a pretty reasonable escape route out. I expect to leave during this turn, so I'm just going to pop the move speed buff now. Everyone else can delay. I will pop Tactical Surge as well. And as long as I don't get dump shocked, my hacker can move during this turn. And I shouldn't get dump shocked, so it should be fine. So let's go tally and then that. We scan. Yeah, of course you did that to us. Okay, this is everything here. So download a file, load a program. Okay. Disarm you. And then honestly, I don't see us getting through this just for one set of downloads, so I'm just going to be done here. Disconnect. I have some bonus move speed. It's not everything I could ever need. Like, I still can't quite make it, but I can at least go partway toward the exit and leave during the next turn. I think that is reasonable. Start moving the... Well, yeah, for now you're safe, but I'm going to start moving the team towards the back right. The one concern is going to be what their initiative rolls are and where they end their turns, because they might be cutting me off, right? If they head far enough down, like, this is blocked off anyway, but... Like, let's see, yeah, if I wanted... Oh, no, you can go this way, okay. That is passable. They're just not doing it, which is fine with me. Do you have Glasswalker back? No. Okay, then I'll just have you leave. You can just be done. No one's really covering this, so this should be pretty safe for everyone to make that run. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll be okay. Maybe it's famous last words, but I don't think so. So you're gonna run towards the exit. I mean, you don't really have to be out in the open, to be honest. You're gonna make it next turn no matter what, so let's just put you in like relative cover. Your initial roll is actually pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna be there with no problems, and then here, just for extra security, even though I won't need it, we'll pre-computer you up to 35 initiative. And then we'll be totally fine. Alright. Well, we got shot because I'm convinced the game cheated. And we got all but one lick of the downloads, and we got all the boxes. So, honestly, pretty good raid. And cool to see the new map. Cool to see the new map. So, for me, this recording is about 37 minutes long. In actual practice, this video is probably about a little bit over an hour right now. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't get injured. We don't have a thing saying you got injured. That's actually huge. So that's actually really fortunate that I'm still available for cube run, but really good XP. Yeah, there's a level 3 sword. It looks like no other weapons. I really feel like I'm light on weapons this run, unfortunately. But pretty good amount of loot from physical areas. There's the cred chips we injected. You tend to mostly get the 1Ks. Like, it tends to be not that much money. Downloads are mostly files, a couple of blueprints, a few accounts. That's usually what it is. It just ends up being just straight up cash. Cube run due in 1 day. This legwork is due in 6 hours. Let me go ahead and get through the basic setup here. And then next video will be let's run cube run. So real quick, look at file sets. Still can't print that. As for regular files, not used by a set, no use action. Plenty of stuff we can sell, which is kind of nice. Just go to the highest bidder. Okay. We can sell non-epic accounts to anybody, just highest bidder. That's chill. Let's go ahead and look at weapon blueprints. We're not going to use melee weapons, so you go away. I'm still unsure if I'm going to build this SMG or not, though. I will at probably some point build a second sniper. There's like occasionally going to be a chance where I'll run 2 sniper rifles in a mission. It's going to be a little bit unlikely, but it will happen occasionally. The NFF is open, but I'm also like, yeah, kind of poor on money. Double checking, like, on like gear level stuff. I do want more of these revolvers, right? That's kind of the big thing, is that I want to keep building this gun because I'm using it so often. Like, nothing else that I'm really going to use reliably, so I'm like really tempted to build that again. But I don't know. Let's do our training real quick. So yeah, you're still waiting for your next level to get trigger vector. 300, 400 XP to go is going to be a while. Your cyber deck is very damaged, but unfortunately, like, if I tried to repair this, right? If I wanted to repair it, it would take 5 days, so we're just gonna have a damaged cyber deck, and it's gonna have to be okay. I'm gonna retrain to unlearn Ripper Compression and get Spoof. For 10 AP, I get to block 1 escalation, which just apparently is extremely required here. I also am gonna take, actually, it doesn't matter if I take out Packet Loss. I would need 3 more points to learn 2 points in Spoof, which is good, don't get me wrong. Trunk Patch, definitely quite nice. But yeah. Again, I could unlearn Packet Loss. I could unlearn Ripper Compression. That would allow me I mean, not that much stuff, honestly. Cyberdeck armor, by the way, actually not a bad stat, all things considered. Let's do it. So we grab everything here. I don't necessarily need this, but I can't get it anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, if this node was difference between like getting +2, like a +2 token or not, I would make that choice, but I don't have it, so it doesn't matter. You know, sucks to be so close and not have it, but yeah, I think the play is going to be get 2 spoof tokens as soon as possible. But considering everything else to do right now, I'm just going to go ahead and say, let's make Null Up do more damage, and let's just take 1 tech and 1 Cyberdeck armor. But next time we level, we'll do another respec, and unlearn this, unlearn this, sorry, unlearn that, and then with the 3 points we have, get 2 tokens. I think that'll be, it is worth using spoof for 2 tokens. I think that is a good trait, and then it's like, it's okay for 1. So Saucy levels up. In our soldier tree, we get to go... I'm going to go this way. Well, I guess if I go this way, I get the 5 move speed. I get, like, something right now. But the best point is definitely getting this one. I just don't have the tokens for it to respec and have that, like, small optimization. Alright, well, you've got 2 good revolvers. You're not holding any gear, of course. This is fine. You're bad at sniper rifles, so I'm not going to give that to you. And it looks like we are ready to make this the mission that we run. So you're on legwork, that's fine. You can't come over because you're busy detoxing. So it's going to be basically the same 4 mercenaries. Yeah, Mission Soup is only for the first side, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll have to remember that I have deck armor. But our 4 mercs going to be these 4. Your deck's a bit low. And there's not much else I can do here. I don't have anything else I can equip myself with. So I will double check that I can't inject any more leverage of any kind. This is not worth it. I would not take this. This one is not useful. This doesn't matter to me. Active leverage for minus armor is pretty valuable. At the start of each stage is quite nice. It is a 2-stage mission, so this actually seems pretty valuable. Passive leverage... This might be each stage as well, I'm not sure. So 2 turns of deal more damage, or first turn run far. They both have their both have their value, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to take the bonus move points at the start of each stage. I think it's reasonable. And we'll be running the mission. So, next recording, next episode is going to be Cube Run. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.